When travelers first arrive in Trinidad and Tobago, they are often struck by how modern, organized, and advanced the islands appear compared to what they expected from a Caribbean destination. The drive from the airport through the clean, well-maintained roads shows a level of infrastructure that reflects strong economic stability and urban planning uncommon in most small island nations. The capital, Port of Spain, immediately gives off a sense of structure, with traffic lights functioning properly, road markings clear, sidewalks in good condition, and buildings that combine modern glass-front architecture with older colonial structures that have been carefully preserved. It feels like a city that has moved confidently into the present while still respecting its past. Visitors often remark that the air feels calm not because of romantic scenery but because everything around them functions smoothly, giving them confidence and ease. The waterfront areas are tidy and efficient, with visible city maintenance workers keeping the spaces clean, and bins placed conveniently along walking routes. What stands out is not luxury for show but practical design that works for both locals and tourists. Every corner of the city shows evidence of care and responsibility, from painted crosswalks to reliable public transport systems that keep the city connected in a steady rhythm of movement. The experience of modernity continues as one explores the business districts where locals move about with quiet focus and organization, giving the capital a sense of professional energy not commonly found in other Caribbean settings. The buildings are clean and maintained, and the presence of major banks, government institutions, and corporate offices shows that Trinidad and Tobago's economy is well diversified beyond tourism. Travelers quickly notice that this is not a destination dependent on seasonal visitors but a country that stands strong on its own economic base. This reality gives the environment an impressive feeling of stability and self-sufficiency that attracts travelers looking for comfort and assurance in their destination choices. The streets are well lit, pedestrian crossings are respected, and public safety feels visible without being intrusive. Cafes, restaurants, and stores operate with efficiency, giving travelers the kind of convenience and consistency they would expect from larger developed nations. These simple everyday details make an enormous difference in how comfortable visitors feel while exploring. As the day unfolds in Port of Spain, one can see how modern urban life blends seamlessly with Caribbean warmth, where locals greet visitors respectfully but without the forced enthusiasm that sometimes characterizes heavy tourist zones. There is a natural friendliness that feels honest and grounded, supported by a public sense of order. Businessmen walk to their offices, students in uniforms wait at bus stops, and delivery drivers work in an organized rhythm that keeps the city alive without chaos. Visitors find it refreshing to see a Caribbean city where schedules matter, where buses and taxis arrive more or less on time, and where the flow of activity shows a disciplined pattern. The skyline, though not enormous, gives a confident image of progress, with clean glass towers reflecting the surrounding blue of the Caribbean sky. Even during busy hours, the movement of people feels managed rather than overcrowded, allowing visitors to explore comfortably without feeling rushed or lost. Beyond the capital, Trinidad's modern development continues through its well-built highways that connect towns and industrial centers with surprising efficiency. Driving across the island, travelers encounter stretches of clean road lined with trimmed vegetation and visible maintenance efforts that show constant attention from public works. Road signage is clear and consistent, making navigation simple even for first-time visitors. This order gives the impression that the country values not just tourism but overall functionality for its people. Fuel stations, shopping complexes, and food stops along the way maintain high standards of cleanliness and organization, reinforcing the sense of reliability that defines the national experience. These small but important details shape a perception of the country as a place that works, a place where modern systems meet tropical surroundings in balance. For travelers who move from Trinidad to Tobago, the experience feels like a continuation of comfort in a more relaxed setting rather than a shift into rural simplicity. The ferry terminals and airports between the two islands operate on organized schedules, and the process of moving between them is clear and straightforward. Tobago welcomes visitors with clean facilities and a layout that makes navigation easy without confusion. Once there, travelers are impressed by how this smaller island manages to maintain both its natural charm and its sense of order. Roads are well kept, signage is visible, and public areas are maintained with the same consistency seen in Trinidad. Tobago feels peaceful not because of isolation but because of maintenance and management that make its calm authentic and sustainable. One of the first attractions that reveal Tobago's modern side is Pigeon Point, known not just for its beauty but for its cleanliness and structure. Entry points are organized, restrooms and changing areas are well managed, and food stalls operate in an orderly, sanitary manner. There are lifeguards on duty, rules posted clearly, and an environment that promotes both enjoyment and safety. Travelers appreciate that they can enjoy the Caribbean's natural beauty without worrying about disorder or neglect. Beach areas are raked and cleaned daily, trash bins are used properly, and visitors naturally respect the order they find because it is consistently enforced. This sense of responsibility across the island speaks to a culture that values upkeep and takes pride in presenting its environment properly. Moving deeper into the island, travelers find that Tobago's charm lies in how its small communities manage to combine hospitality with structure. Guest houses, resorts, and local inns keep their properties clean and efficient, providing comfort without unnecessary extravagance. The service industry operates smoothly, with staff trained to provide polite, professional interactions that feel authentic rather than rehearsed. Tour companies and car rental services work with punctuality and transparency, offering travelers experiences that meet expectations rather than overpromise. This reliability allows visitors to plan confidently, whether they are joining a diving trip, exploring coral reefs, or hiking to a waterfall. Everything from transportation to tour coordination works without unnecessary confusion, which enhances the traveler's sense of control and relaxation. The food culture of Trinidad and Tobago reflects this same balance of authenticity and structure, offering travelers an experience that feels both adventurous and dependable. Street food stalls are clean, vendors wear gloves, and food is prepared openly in view of customers, which gives confidence in hygiene standards. Local dishes such as doubles, roti, and bacon shark are served in organized spaces where the focus is on efficiency and quality rather than decoration. Restaurants and cafes maintain modern kitchens and follow visible standards of cleanliness. This level of professionalism, combined with the unique blend of Indian, African, and Creole culinary traditions, creates a dining scene that feels safe yet deeply cultural. Travelers can eat comfortably anywhere without the anxiety often associated with street food in other regions, and this reliability makes the country's food culture more inviting and accessible. Even outside tourist areas, visitors notice that everyday life operates with an impressive level of normal order. Public schools open on time, hospitals and clinics run efficiently, and services like garbage collection and utilities show consistent operation. This may sound ordinary, but in the Caribbean context, it stands out as a sign of national strength and effective governance. The population seems to value discipline and practicality, and this translates into a daily environment that feels stable and functional. Travelers who stay longer often comment that they feel as though they are in a place that understands balance between work and leisure, tradition and progress. The absence of chaos is perhaps the country's most underrated luxury, allowing visitors to move around confidently. As the sun sets, both islands maintain a calm, structured nightlife that reflects maturity rather than wildness. Restaurants open on time, reservations are respected, and entertainment venues operate with professional management. Visitors can attend live music events, enjoy quiet dinners, or walk along illuminated streets without concern. Nightlife in Port of Spain feels urban and secure, while in Tobago it feels laid back and responsible. There is a visible respect for personal space and community order that makes the environment inclusive and comfortable for all. This disciplined enjoyment defines why many travelers find themselves unexpectedly attached to the country after just a few days. The economy of Trinidad and Tobago plays a major role in supporting this environment of stability and development. Ranked consistently among the wealthiest nations in the Caribbean by GDP per capita, it benefits from a strong energy sector, particularly in oil and natural gas. This wealth has allowed for investment in infrastructure, education, and technology, creating a foundation that supports long-term growth. Unlike many island nations that depend heavily on tourism, Trinidad and Tobago's diversified economy gives it independence and confidence in shaping its future. Visitors can see the effects of this prosperity in the quality of roads, housing, and public services that define the landscape. The stability of the economy allows the country to maintain its clean image and functioning systems even during global downturns, something travelers intuitively sense when they explore. Modernization in the country has also been achieved without losing the essence of Caribbean life. Festivals, local markets, and community gatherings continue to thrive, but within organized frameworks that respect both tradition and progress. During Carnival, for instance, the event is massive yet efficiently managed, with security and infrastructure in place to handle the crowd safely. The balance between celebration and control reflects the country's maturity and sense of civic responsibility. Travelers often remark that even large events feel safe and welcoming rather than chaotic, which makes participation more enjoyable. When exploring smaller towns, travelers find well-built public buildings, maintained playgrounds, and functioning utilities that show consistency in governance beyond the capital. These signs of development are not limited to showcase areas but extend across communities, which gives the impression that modernization is inclusive rather than selective. Visitors driving through residential neighborhoods notice paved roads, reliable electricity, and well-planned housing developments that display quiet pride in local progress. The same pattern repeats in Tobago, where even remote villages maintain clean streets and operational public facilities. The sense of safety across both islands contributes greatly to the comfort of travelers. Police presence is steady but not intimidating, and the general public attitude toward visitors is respectful and calm. It is easy to walk through city centers or along beaches at reasonable hours without unease. This atmosphere of quiet security makes it possible for tourists to explore more freely, whether they are wandering through food markets or hiking scenic trails. Safety is often the deciding factor for travelers choosing between destinations, and Trinidad and Tobago provides that assurance naturally through consistent social order. Part of what makes the island stand out is the combination of natural scenery and human discipline. While the beaches and rainforests hold undeniable beauty, it is the way they are maintained that sets the nation apart. Trails are marked, parks are managed, and waste disposal is properly handled even in less frequented areas. Travelers who are used to seeing neglected public spaces in tourist-heavy regions are often surprised at the level of care displayed here. This demonstrates that development in Trinidad and Tobago is not only economic but environmental and cultural as well. In the morning, life in Trinidad moves with an energy that feels steady and dependable, as people go about their routines in a well-structured rhythm that reflects a society confident in its systems. The public transportation network functions with visible organization, and taxis, buses, and private vehicles share the road responsibly. Travelers who choose to rent cars find it surprisingly easy to navigate using modern GPS systems, with accurate maps and road signs that make the experience stress-free. Gas stations operate with efficiency, and attendants serve customers politely while keeping the areas clean and orderly. In supermarkets and retail outlets, lines move quickly because payment systems and customer service procedures are well developed, adding to the feeling that the country values functionality in every detail. This makes everyday tasks, even for tourists, smooth and predictable, which is often rare in small island destinations. As the day expands into mid-morning, visitors exploring beyond the urban centers find that modernity extends into rural regions as well. Towns have schools, clinics, and small businesses that operate with professionalism and care. The countryside roads are paved and well-marked, showing that infrastructure planning is not limited to the capital but reaches into all communities. Agricultural areas display organized layouts with farmers using modern equipment and techniques that contribute to food production and sustainability. This combination of development and nature gives travelers the sense of a country that has not ignored its roots while advancing toward progress. Even in areas surrounded by hills or forest reserves, signage, rest points, and maintenance reflect consistent national standards. The country's balance between development and greenery gives visitors both comfort and authenticity without compromise. For travelers seeking leisure, the islands offer activities that mirror this organized spirit, combining adventure with safety and reliability. Hiking routes are maintained, and tour guides operate under proper licenses, ensuring that every experience meets expected standards. Water sports are run with professional oversight, with instructors certified and equipment checked regularly for safety. These practices show that Trinidad and Tobago understands tourism as a structured industry rather than a casual sideline. Visitors enjoy diving, kayaking, or exploring nature reserves without facing the unpredictability often found elsewhere. Even simple outings such as boating trips are managed through clearly set schedules and safety briefings, showing that responsibility is taken seriously. This gives travelers confidence and encourages them to explore more deeply without hesitation.